So at the end of the day, here's where we're at. James Ellsworth signed to WWE. Contract. You know that means he has to be going downhill in 3, 2, 1. You had Goldberg beat Brock Lesnar in 45 seconds. What? He squashed him. He buried him. Shut the fuck up. Just please let me explain it in this video. It's fine. The fact that Goldberg beat Brock is fine. Stop overreacting, IWC, please. So where have you been, Tubby? You haven't been uploading videos, and I want to start off by apologizing. Ever since I came back from the trip from Seattle to Supercard, which I have to apologize to the Supercard team for not putting out nearly as many videos. I have a lot that I'm working on right now that I can finally talk, but it's been a weird couple weeks. With the whole election and then everything that happened and then getting sick, it's just sucked the past couple weeks. I haven't made videos like at all this month. So the burning question in my mind is, but what about James Ellsworth? Now let's talk about this, because this is the reason why. I said things build over time, that WWE was building long-term storylines, and they're doing it on SmackDown. Nikki Bella, Carmella, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose with James Ellsworth. You have long-term storylines that are more than just a month build. The pay-per-view where Bray attacked Randy backstage and then faced Kane, and then everything that they went through, and then Randy joining the Wyatt family. It's part of a bigger story, and I'm digging it. But at the same time, I'm a little worried right now. I would be very worried right now, because WWE has fully signed James Ellsworth to a contract, which means James Ellsworth booking is probably going to go down right down the toilet. Because once somebody signs in WWE, it's like they can be hot, they can be the biggest thing, everybody loves them the second they sign. Not everybody. Hey, I'm not going to say that. I don't want to throw out accusations. There's some people that are getting really mad about James Ellsworth's success. Like, you have the hardest working guys, the best indie wrestlers in the world, and you're letting a guy like James Ellsworth main event and beat guys like AJ Styles. How dare you? Can I just say that the IWC is killing my love for wrestling? I don't want to be the dick here, but I've had so much trouble watching wrestling over the past couple weeks. I didn't watch Hell in a Cell live because I was in Colorado. I didn't even fully watch the pay-per-view. I went through and skipped through the matches and watched the big parts. Raw and SmackDown has been a fast-forward fest for no reason. I just haven't had the interest there for Raw or SmackDown, because the shows have been okay here and there. Like I said, the storylines themselves, like the whole Randy Wyatt thing, digging that, the Ellsworth thing. The thing about the Ellsworth thing is Styles pretty much brought Ellsworth in for the shot. And, you could face me. And then this all leads into a huge thing where if he could be his lackey possibly. But at the end of the day, wrestling fans, you're fucking killing my love for wrestling. You are. When everything that WWE does now is just constantly bitched about on the IWC, it's just not fun to watch. James Ellsworth was selling crazy merchandise after he beat AJ Styles. He became so hot they signed him to do a deal. And everybody's freaking out that fuck AJ Styles is losing. He's jobbing out. He's doing the job. He's doing this. He's killing the division. He's screwing everybody over. At the end of the day, fuck off. It's entertainment. I'm sorry. I'm at that point with wrestling where all I want to do is turn on my TV and be entertained. I want to sit down. I want to watch a show. And if that involves, I don't care if you're the best fucking wrestler in the world. If you lose to the most entertaining thing on TV like Heath Slater, did it really matter? You knew Heath Slater had a job. You knew it was fake, but there was a story to it. You grasped to it. It was something that you could relate to. Being the best wrestler in the world is not something that a lot of people can relate to, right? The biggest storylines going in WWE right now are when Kevin Owens was fighting Sami Zayn over the friendship and getting there first and being a prize fighter. You had Heath Slater trying to get his job, James Ellsworth costing him. I mean, the biggest storylines that have gotten people over the most have been entertainment ones. And that's where we're at now. Listen, I know WWE has a roster of the best wrestlers in the world, and they're going to be showcased on shows like 205 Live. And as much as I want them to be on Raw and SmackDown and main eventing and changing the world, at the end of the day, the IWC can't get all we want. Because if the people that are in mass control, or the people that the loudest fans are constantly saying, we want this, and then it drives it down so far into a hole where the gap isn't there for casual fans. They can't just jump in. So here's where I'm at. I love WWE. I love wrestling. But the last month, it's not been something I've wanted to watch. Do you know what I mean? I think I've gotten to that point now where I've been trying to work on other stuff. Not necessarily other games, just on other stuff right now because I'm in that lull with WWE. There's just something that's not clicking on TV for me right now. There's too many pay-per-views in my opinion. And that's not saying that WWE is putting out some bad stuff because they're putting out some pretty cool stuff. You know, NXT TakeOver was pretty great. The ending to Goldberg and Brock Lesnar was phenomenal because it had 25 minutes left to go on a normal pay-per-view time. And then that led on to a squash match which nobody saw coming. And in this day and age, you're getting to these moments of people are bitching like, oh, they squashed him after all that. What is this for? What is that for? That's why you tune in the next week. Everything doesn't have to happen at Survivor Series and you go, okay, that's done. What's next? Right? Like a big thing happens, a big plot twist. What the hell does Brock Lesnar do after he just got destroyed? Where does he go from here? We've seen Brock dominate everybody, and now he's the one that got absolutely fucking dominated. What happens now? Where do we go? That's where the story comes in. But instead, the internet's focusing on 45 seconds. They built it up. Fuck this. 45 seconds. Fuck yes. Can I just say, in my honest opinion, as much as I love what James Ellsworth is doing, there is something about Goldberg squashing the shit out of Brock Lesnar that made me go, fucking really? But at the same time, I went, wait a minute. It's like, what, 9:20? You had 25 minutes left to go until the pay-per-view is over. And then boom. A spear? Another one? And then a jackhammer? What the fuck? We saw this man destroy Kofi Kingston, Big Show, John Cena. I mean, we've seen this man decimate people. So Goldberg coming back in great ring shape, just destroying him was phenomenal. Now, like I said, long term, I don't know where it's going to go. But everybody's like, you sacrifice Brock. Brock is great, don't get me wrong. But what's Brock working towards right now? Brock accomplished him. He went to the MMA and won. He won an MMA fight. Although stuff happened to make it controversial. And then he puts over Goldberg. That's pretty big in my mind. And yet the IWC is just focused on 45 seconds, bullshit. Like, guys, I'm trying. Like, I fucking love wrestling and I fucking love talking to you guys about it. But at a certain point, wrestling fans, we just got to sit down and shut the fuck up. And if we don't like it that much, just not watch it. And that's what I've done the last month. If I didn't enjoy it, I just turned the fucking thing off. And it's killed my revenue. It's killed my channel. And it's hurting me like crazy. But I just can't keep doing something, that I'm not enjoying. And then there was glimmer of hopes with the whole NXT thing. And then there was glimmers of hope with the tag teams. And then you can see slivers where WWE could be great again. I mean, just think about it. We could possibly have President Trump on WWE programming. How crazy would that be? But at the end of the day, guys, whether I'm covering WWE or something else, and I'm never going away from WWE because I love wrestling too much. But there's going to come a period like this stretch where I don't care about the product enough. Like, I could come on here and I could bitch to you guys. And I could have that core group of people that are like, F WWE, they should do this. But you watch the agents' tweets. It's like they were, Scott Dawson put out a tweet, basically, you thought we were going to debut in a multi-tag match on SmackDown? Psh, we're better than that, whatever, we're the revival. And instantly, agents jumped in on him and was like, bro, that's not cool. That's, disrespecting your fellow guy, the writers, crapping on him. And I'm sitting there like, in a PC era, I think there's some stuff we should be PC about. But like a tweet like that, I don't take as like a rub. I don't take it as a bad thing. I think in today's day and age, we kind of need that. So there's so much going on in WWE right now. We had the whole fight over Raw, getting the cruiserweights exclusively to Raw. But a month later, they're fighting for it to possibly switch shows, and then they're getting their own show. And there's just too much programming. So I want to know in your guys' opinion, right? If I'm a casual fan, if you've been watching hardcore over the last month, if I want to sit down and pick one show to be like, this is my WWE show. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to critique it. I'm going to talk about it, whether it be NXT, Raw, SmackDown. If you could have one show, I go full analysis in because I don't want to do them all. I'll be honest with you. I don't fucking want to. I just don't. At what point are you finally like, that's the show you watch. Are you guys at that point? Do you only watch NXT? Do you only watch SmackDown? Do you only watch Raw? Do you watch them all? Do you DVR one? I'm really interested to know what you guys have to say. Let me know in the comment section below. And I'll tell you this first of all. I still love WWE. I still fucking love you guys. And I'm so sorry for this. It's been a weird funk, man. Combination of being sick and just, it sucks. Because this whole month, I think we've uploaded like 4 videos. I mean, YouTube's been broken anyway, so does it really fucking matter at the end of the day? No. But I want to tell you guys this. I still love you, man. And I'm trying. We're fighting through this. And I said a long time ago earlier this summer, I said if WWE wasn't good, I'm not going to put myself through it being miserable watching it. And unfortunately, my tweets have turned to like daily fantasy sports and other stuff because if wrestling's not good, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to help out WWE more if they're going to put out something bad. If it's good, we're going to talk about it. If it's bad, we'll probably talk about it too. But if it's just a show I look forward to and it goes by and it sucks, let's be honest, James Ellsworth, you're so fucked, man. I love you to death. The whole chin thing. But there's something about when somebody signs the WWE, I just feel like his booking's going to go from great, phenomenal. Wait, he's on our payroll? Maybe I'm crazy to even think that, but there's just some part of me that thinks when James Ellsworth finally signed that contract. All right, wait, do we have 10 guys writing from before? Let's just go to Bill over there. He's never watched the show, but we'll have Bill write for him. I mean, where does he go from here? Is he a crony for Dean Ambrose? For AJ Styles? Does he go on his own? Where does he go from here? As long as he stays relevant and it's entertainment at the end of the day, that's all that matters. I see Twitter blowing up about, you have AJ Styles, the best wrestler in the world, jobbing out to guys like... It's entertainment. Think about it this way. Daniel Bryan wanted to retain his title, and the way he did it was to get DQ'd against Big Show, get countouts, things like that. As a champion, you do whatever it has to do. JBL said that constantly. What if it was AJ Styles that was bringing him in, and this whole long con was just he just kept holding the title? Because that's something that a lot of people are forgetting about. They're like, how the hell has he gotten 2 title matches and nobody else has gotten 1, and this, and I'm just sitting there like, can you not see the story, like, building? Like, the story of who gave him his first shot? AJ. AJ prolonged him, and there was cost along the way, and there was entertainment, and there was value, and where do things go from there? Does he turn on him? Does he help him? Does he do this? It's a story, guys. The story doesn't play out. Boom, it's gonna fucking happen. And then the next week, boom, a whole other story comes. You gotta be patient and wait for it to go from point A to point B. I said this with Mizdow. There was something brewing with Damian Sandow, and I told everybody, you just gotta wait for it. And listen, it sucked waiting as much as it sucked, but when that moment finally came, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Do you know what I mean? Sit back, be patient, we'll see where things go. Like I said, we're still waiting on that Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt gimmick. I don't know what's going to happen. I think they're doing it really well. I like James Ellsworth and I like Goldberg. Those are 3 things I wanted to talk to you, that I felt complicated, that I felt obligated to talk to you about. But that's it for today, man. We'll be back and see what I care about next week in WWE. Until then, my name's tubbyemu. We will see you all later.